Okay, we're going to have a quick look at the basics of a Samba Live meeting. I'm going to do a very quick run through, which should last maybe just a couple of minutes, and there will be a bunch of other videos that dive deep into every single one of the features. So let me get started. Let's start with the account center, which, as you can see, I've got open in another tab here. When you first connect, you usually will be taken to your dashboard and you will have all of the meetings that you created over here. If you don't have one yet, you can click New Meeting, or you can tap onto your schedule to have a look and see which meetings you have created previously, and make sure to check in the History tab as well, because that's going to tell you all the meetings that you have created previously. You may want to go back a couple of months over here. I'm going to jump straight into my Samba Live demo. That's the one I'm going to be using today. To join a meeting, I click here. I just want to show you the edit options really quick. So if I tap over here, I can give it a name. I can give it a friendly meeting URL. And remember that this is a link that users can put into their browser and join the meeting without the need for any kind of downloads or software. And that really is the amazing thing with Samba Live, is you really send out one link, they click it, and they're in the meeting. So when you've set up your meeting, you have a couple of options here and a bunch up here. I won't go into them in any detail right now. You just hit save and it takes you back to your dashboard, and then to join the meeting you click the Samba Live demo link, or the name of the particular meeting you want to join. Now, prior to joining a meeting, it takes you to this screen directly in your browser. You have a couple of options which I want to run you through. First of all, you can decide whether you want to join a meeting with or without video. You do that by turning your camera on or off over here. I'm going to leave it on for the purposes of this demo, but you can even also join without audio if that's your preference. Again, just click here to turn it off, and if you decide that you want to leave, you can just click this button over here and or just close the browser window. That's an option too. To invite users, you can just copy paste the link up here, or you can use this option to invite people by email. And also important, if you want to use a different webcam or microphone, use the settings toggle over here and choose the video and audio options, and over here you'll be able to choose your webcam, the output. In this case I'm using my headphones output, and or the microphone that you want to choose. So these are very important options prior to starting a meeting, and then you just click apply and those options are set. Good. So now let's join the meeting. For me to do that, I click this green join meeting button, and as soon as I do that, I'm logged into the room, and that's pretty much it. You are part of a video conference. That's all you need to know if you want to do a simple video call. Over here you have controls over your video and audio. Here you leave the room. This is your participants panel, so you can see that everything is arranged neatly down one side. You can control whether you want to turn a lobby on and off. You can do it over here. If you disable the lobby, then all the users who were currently in the lobby will be allowed into the room. You have a chat panel over here, again with different options. You can choose to speak to everybody or speakers. If you want to enable private chat, you have to go down into the settings over here, click on workspace and enable private chats. If there were other users in the room, they would appear here as well in this list, and you'll be able to chat to everybody individually. To use Q&A, this allows us kind of like a moderated chat feature. Again, something I'll explain in another video in much more detail. Here's how you share your screen. When you do that, you have options to choose your entire screen, individual application windows, or even individual tabs. To share your whiteboard, you click this button over here. It opens the whiteboard. There is a detailed video about whiteboarding as well. Close it down, just click that X that I just clicked over here, and then you have this really powerful tool, which is our content library. And here you can load all kinds of documents in for you to be able to present them within any kind of meeting. So you don't only have to use screen share, but you can also decide to upload and share your documents. If you want to open up something, you simply, let's have a look in here in my presentations, and if I open up this with double click, then I can open up these files. So again, really powerful, really easy way to share documents with anybody. And as soon as you open something in the content viewer, everybody gets to see it. When you're done with the document, press the X and you go back into video conferencing mode. If you want to do any polls in the webinar, you can also do that over here. You can pre-prepare sessions. There'll be another video about this as well. And to open a poll, you simply click over here, click open poll, and the poll opens in the center of the screen. Again, same as always, when you're done, click the X and the poll is closed. Good. Couple more features. Live streaming allows you to push your webinars out to YouTube or Facebook. Very easy. Just get the live stream key from from the social media platform you want to stream to, and start the stream, and you're good to go. With recording, that really could not be simpler. You press the recordings button, the recording starts. An MP4 recording is made directly within the Samba Live cloud. And as soon as you're done with the recording, I'll just switch tabs over here to go into the Samba Live account center. You'll see all of your recordings in the recordings tab, where you can then rename them, edit them, and so on, in order to share them with anybody you want. To stop a recording, just press that stop record button again. And that's pretty much it. Those are the most important features of Samba Live. Check out the other videos. There's a whole bunch of information. I'm going to go through every single one of them, all of these features in detail, and I hope you enjoy it. When you're done with your call, excuse me, just press the, you can disconnect all audience users, you can leave the session yourself, or you can end the session. When you do that, I'm going to do that now, then you are going to be, everybody will be disconnected from the room, and you will be pushed out to a thank you screen, which is also something that you can define. There's a whole bunch of branding options, and I'll be happy to talk you through all of those in another video. So look forward to seeing you in the next one, and enjoy Samba Live.